Good morning. Woohoo! Good morning. Welcome to Vinyasa Yoga. I'm Baby D. Some people call me Dani. Whatever you like. So today, I would love for you to have 2 yoga blocks if you have those. If you do not, no big deal. You can also grab 2 pretty thick, sturdy books, like a hardcover book. But no big deal. If you don't have it, you can definitely do this practice without it. So we're going to start seated, and if you can, come to seated on one of your blocks. And if that feels too little for your bum, you can take both blocks and you can sit on both blocks. So the goal is to elevate the hips and allow the knees to angle down. So sometimes the first seated meditation of the day is a little bit tight and strenuous to hold the spine upright. So if you sit on the edge of your blocks or a pillow, you have this beautiful easeful lift to your spine. So that's the goal. Come into your seat, close your eyes, and find that central access to your spine. Check if you're leaning forward, maybe in anticipation for your practice. See if you're leaning back, or maybe you're just a little bit off to the left or the right. Try to find center. Turn your palms up to the sky. Open up your hands for a moment. Stretch the fingers. So we're opening through these bandhas, hasta bandha. Hasta is the hand in Sanskrit. And we open the energy centers. So stretch your fingers, expand the palms, take 2 breaths into the hands. And then release the stretch of the hands. Palms are pointing up. Lengthen through the crown of your head. And begin to track your breath in and out through the nose. So we just watch the breath as if it was the most beautiful and important thing at this moment in time. Each inhale, we feel an activation and an expansion coming through the whole body. Each exhale, there's a release, there's a softening, and there's a coming together. So the inhale, we expand, we create this illumination, this luminosity, this yang energy. And as we exhale, we come into self, we come into center, into midline, and we come into that place of rest, of dark, of internal, little bit of squeeze. So follow your breath this way. If you're a visual person, you can invite gold or white light into your whole being as you inhale. And then as you exhale, you can bring it into black or dark gray as you pull the body to center. So we're not physically moving, right? We're just allowing the visualization, the breath to do this expansion, expanding beyond our borders of our skin. And exhale to contract, to feel that internal squeeze towards midline. Do this 5 more rounds on your own, really feeling, visualize, expanding, and deep centering, deep internalizing. Just continue. Last round, visualize the whole room filling with this golden light of your inhale. And then feel that deep, penetrating darkness as you exhale. Inhale to sweep the arms high, gather that energy, reach up, palms touch overhead. Take your hands to your heart. Feel centered in the inhale and the exhale. 2 more rounds, hands to the ground, scoop up, out, and wide. Hands touch, and we bring it through central line. So continuing with that theme of expanding golden or white light, taking it into midline and anchoring in that deep, dark subconscious. 1 more round, scooping. Fresh, big breaths, maybe audible as you exhale. Hands come behind you, interlace your fingers. Thread those hands down your back. Lift your chin, lift your chest. Roll your left ear to left shoulder. And slow through the back, right ear to right shoulder. We're just doing half circles with the neck to the back. And those hands are interlaced. So we're getting a little more opening through the shoulders, through that clavicular region underneath your collarbone. Take 1 more to each side, open big. If you get a little snap, crackle, pop, good for you. Head back to center, sweep the arms wide, inhale. Take cactus elbows, broaden your chest, take a back bend, squeeze the scapula, squeeze the elbows back and open. Breathe into the front of your chest. Release the hands to the mat, hands to the earth. Come off of your blocks if you're still seated on them. Bring them to the side. We will revisit them. Come into tabletop and bring your spine to the sky for cat. Exhale, lower your belly. And I invite you to press the breath out of your mouth. So inhale, spine goes high. We tuck the chin. We press into the thyroid. We exhale, we lower the belly. We stick out the tongue and we press out the breath. Couple more rounds. Inhale. Follow your own breath. If it's a little longer or shorter than mine, that's okay. Do your breath to completion. Exhale, audible. Tongue sticks out from the base of the throat. Inhale, round. Exhale out. Take it into neutral spine. Extend your right leg behind you. We're going to continue with cat and cow, but we're going to bend the knee when we come into cow and we look up and we press the right foot to the sky. And then as we exhale, we're going to bring the knee to the nose. So we're switching the breath. We inhale, press that right foot to the sky. The knee is bent and we lift the head and the eyes stretch. And then as we exhale, we tuck the knee to the nose and we press the breath out. Take 3 more. Inhale, expand. Feel that expansion and exhale, contract. Take 2 more with your own breath. Expand, golden light, big, bright aura. Exhale, bring it in, subconscious, center line. Last one. Foot is flexed as it reaches to the sky. Eyeballs reach to the sky. Bring it in. Take it back to the earth. Press back for child's pose. See if you can keep your knees together. 3 active breaths. We fill the back of our body. We exhale to soften. Last breath, squeeze mula bandh, perineum, sex organs, squeeze in and up on the exhale. Inhale back to tabletop. Making sure the hands are under the shoulders so the bones of your arms are stacked and long. Left leg goes back. We start with flexion of the foot and elongation. Reach through your crown. See how long you can get. And then bend that knee. Press the foot to the sky. Press the crown of your head to the sky. So we're really arching our back as we inhale. And as we exhale, we squeeze the knee to the nose. So it's not rapid. We're slowing down the breath to really open and extend the frontal and the back plane. Listen to your breath. Inhale, expand. Toes spread. Foot is flexed. We lift and then we squeeze. Take 2 more. Do your best to expand and illuminate. Exhale, squeeze. We engage the core. We wring out all any stuck breath. Last round. And squeeze. Knee down. Child's pose. You can have knees wide or together. Bring your palms to touch. And you're in prayer hands. With those prayer hands, bend your elbows. Take the thumbs to rest at the back of the skull. Press your forehead into the ground. Couple breaths. If you're creating an intention today, call in that intention. See it as truth. So when we call in an intention, it's not a story. There's not a ton of stuff surrounding it. It's a simple 1-word or 2-word phrase or noun or adjective, something we're working towards. Extend your arms long. Walk the hands to the left and keep your tail heavy. Breathe into that right side. Underneath the right rib, underneath the right shoulder. Inhale, walk through center. Walk your hands all the way to the right. Lengthen through the left side. Expand from the left tail to the left fingers. And walk those hands back to center. Inhale, table. Tuck the toes. Exhale takes us to down dog. Pedal your feet right and left. Notice if the feet feel open and expansive. Notice if there's tension. Just feel the feet in relation to the hips. Press the tail high. Press into your fingertips. 3 more active breaths. You want the breath to be expansive and big, not holding the breath for the posture. Take your gaze forward, take a walk, or 1 little hop, top of the mat. Bow and dive forward. Let your spine go. So when we forward fold, turn off your head. Don't hold the neck up. You can shake the head no to release it. 3 more big exhales. Deflate the whole body to fold into yourself. Knees bend to roll up. First round. Top of the inhale, arms sweep up. Hands come together overhead. Palms touch. Back bend to open the front body. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale to flat back. Lengthen, press your fingers into your shins and round your low back. So bring a little bit expansion into the low back. Feel energy pulling up through the legs. Lengthen your neck. 2 more breaths. Squeeze the navel to the spine as you exhale. Next, exhale, fold back to your feet. Bend your knees, step your left foot back. Ground the heel, rise for warrior one. So hips and heart point forward. We press through that lateral edge of your left foot and we reach. Sweep your hands behind your back, interlace those fingers. See if you can really get the whole palm together like a connection. We're working with that yin and yang energy today, the light, the dark, the right, the left. So if you can connect your full palm, look up. Exhale, fold. Belly comes just inside the right leg and those fingers extend to the sky. We have 3. Big exhale, 2. And 1. Hands to the mat. Lift your back heel, ground your left hand, and take your right arm to the sky. Start to circle it back. Lead with your right elbow if you can. So that elbow is a little bit bent. We're leading with the elbow, getting into the deltoid for 3, 2, circle it big, and right hand to the mat. Step back for plank. Inhale, you can always bring your knees down and keep that engagement lengthened through your spine. Use the inhale to fuel, exhale, lower slow. Scoop it into a floating cobra, legs lift, chest lifts, hands lift. Elbows squeeze the side body, lats are engaged. Smile is illuminating the face as we breathe. Pull the shoulders down away from your ears. Lengthen through the crown of your head. Feel this floating for 3 breaths. We expand the belly. We soften the belly. We massage the liver. We release all frustrations, all anger, all excess heat in our body. And we exhale, let it go. Press your forehead deep into the ground and then take your gaze to the right and the left. Couple times we clear the frontalis, we clear confusion. It's like taking a squeegee or a windshield wiper to our third eye. 1 more round. Head to center, tuck your toes. Big inhale, plank pose. Big exhale, down dog. If you never turn your neck off, you might notice your gaze is to your thumbs. Take your gaze to your knees or to your navel. Press your heels down. 3 belly breaths. We pump the energy at the base of the spine. We pump the energy below the navel, igniting that fire. The low belly is like a cauldron, a big black pot where we stir, where we create our magic, our energetic field. Bend your knees. Take your left foot forward. Keep it in runner's lunge. Ground your right hand. Take your left hand to the sky. So we're twisting to the left knee. The left elbow bends and we start to circle the left elbow back. So it's more about using that deltoid, clearing out that left shoulder than keeping the arm straight. It's about the shoulder for 2. Breathe a lot. And 1. Take the hand to the mat. Pivot your back heel to ground. So when we ground, we can rise, just like that opposition of yin and yang, dark and light. Sink a lot into your left knee. You want it to bend and extend forward. Hips and heart are forward. Hands interlace behind you. Thread those hands down your back. Lift your chest. Use an exhale to start to fold. We hinge from the hips. We ground into the feet. And once we get into that extended fold, see if you can lift those interlaced hands towards the sky. Breathe deep. Use the breath like fuel. It is our catalyst. It propels us in our lives. Hands to the mat. Pivot your back heel up so that you can step the right foot forward. Release and bow. Inhale, swan dive up to the sky. Reach high. Interlace your hands, flip your palms up. Lean to the left and hold the pose. See if you can extend through your tail so the tail's not lifting. We're keeping an elongation. Press your right hip to the right. So we're making a big C shape or crescent shape with the body. Inhale up. Exhale to the right. We start with the upper body. Once we feel the extension, we may be able to push the hips slightly to the left, opening that whole lateral side body. Breathe for 3. Feels so good. 2. And inhale up. Take your hands together at your heart. Close your eyes for 3. Standing and illuminating. You feel your whole body in balance. You feel everything working together. And inhale together. Exhale, release your hands. Toss out the junk. Any worry is gone. Inhale, rise up. Take the gaze up. Smile as you back bend. Shine your heart light. Exhale, swan dive gracefully, like diving into a pool of water. Inhale, flat back. Rise with the arms wide. Exhale, dive. 2 more. Feel this rise. We lift and we engage, and then we release. Last one. Arms wide. Spread the wings. Spread the heart. And fold. Knees bend a lot. Right foot goes back. Keep the heel lifted. We rise for crescent lunge. Hands come to the heart. Back knee bends slightly, so we start to feel the right quad engage. Press the thumbs into the sternum and then begin to twist, hooking that right elbow into the left knee as we look over the left shoulder. Stabilize. Exhale, squeeze the organs. Take your hands back to the mat. Lower your back knee. Back toes connect. Shift into straightening your left leg so the foot is in flexion and we dive towards the ground. Bring a lot of tuck into your pelvis. Think of bringing your pubic bone towards your navel and we're rounding and expanding the low back. Last big breath here. Press into your fingertips. You'll have to lift your left fingers so you can slide that left knee back to come into table. Tuck the toes, down dog. Take the left leg to the sky. Bend it and stack it and open it. Square the hips, keep the knee bent, knee to nose in plank. Squeeze it in. Shoot it back high. 2 more. Squeeze as you exhale. Inhale high. Squeeze. And place that knee down and pop the right leg up. So you're back in tabletop with that right leg floating. Bend your right knee, bring it out to the side, and squeeze the right knee towards the right shoulder and towards the gaze. For 3 breaths, right foot is in flexion. Great job. Bring it down. Tuck the toes. Exhale to arrive in down dog. Big inhale takes us to the top of the mat. You can walk or hop. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Reverse your swan dive, rise. Hands come to touch. Hands to the heart. Inhale. Exhale, toss out the junk. Hands are open and release to the ground. Inhale up. Back bend, heart opener. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Arms go wide. And fold. Take it 2 more times. Rise. And fold. Last one, rise. Hold the breath in. Hold for a moment. And dive. Knees bend. Left foot goes back. Heel stays lifted. We rise for crescent lunge. So we bend the back knee. Foot is in flexion. Hands to heart. Feel stable here. Both feet are stable. Both knees are bent. Twist to the right. We hook that left elbow into the right leg and we look past the right shoulder to squeeze and breathe. Last breath, lengthen your neck. Hands to the mat. Back knee comes down, toenails down, and then we shift the bum back in space to flex the right foot as we bow. Exhale to bow. Feel your back expand. Feel the elastins in your body as you exhale. Inhale, rise up to flat back. You'll have to lift the right hand a little so you can slide that right knee back to tabletop. When you get there, that right leg extends behind you. And then we bring it down. The left leg extends behind you. Press to the heel. So we were here earlier. It's tabletop with one floating leg. And then bend the knee. Take it out to the side. So we keep it parallel to the ground. It's not low. It's high. We're using our pelvis. And we're pulling that left knee towards the left ear, towards the gaze. So feel the left side really constrict. Feel the right side expand. Last breath. Squeeze it in deep. Woo! Bring it down. Table. Inhale deep in table. Exhale down dog. Take the right leg high. Take a big bend to that right knee. Stack to open. Breathe into the front body. Square the hips, knee stays bent. Exhale that knee to nose and plank. We squeeze it in. We inhale, expand. Just 2 more. Squeeze it in. And expand. Last one, squeeze it in deep. Step it to plank. Press your back high in plank like you are in a cat's pose. Use your exhale to lower. Elbows should go right alongside your body, not wide. Soften the toenails. Push it up for your back bend. So maybe it's seal. That's where I'm coming. Maybe it's up dog. Maybe it's cobra. Check your shoulders. Release them. Wiggle your head. Release your neck. You can look right to left. You can bobble the head. 2 more giant breaths. Meet me in child's pose. Any variation that feels good. I'm going to stack my hands and rest my forehead on my hands. You can stay with arms extended. You can also bring them to your heels. But we want to settle. Amongst the activity and the movement, when we're focusing and we're breathing and we're using our muscles, we want to come into this space that's the opposite. Soften your muscles. Soften that intensity or that urge to achieve. Come into that receptive place. Notice what you feel. Notice if you can straight settle right here. Just follow your breath and listen to the sound of your breath like a beautiful storm. Two more deep breaths here. Maybe revisiting your intention if you set one today. Reach those arms long. We're going to press back into tabletop. Setting up the hands under the shoulders, and then walk your knees back a little bit. So it's a little bit wider of a tabletop. Not super wide, but knees are not directly under the hips. Keeping the knees down, start to lower. We're going to do a couple yogi push-ups. So eyes of the elbows point forward. We don't want the eyes of the elbows pointing together because then the elbows go wide. So turn the elbows to point to the back of the room, and then lower and inhale to press up. The exhale takes us down. The inhale is up. Take two more. Feel the triceps. Press up. Woo! Okay, we need our blocks now if you have them. Take them to the top of the mat and take them on their highest level. And you want them about as wide or just a tiny bit wider than your shoulders. We'll be back into tabletop, but we're going to place our elbows, not the pointy part, not the olecranon process, but just above it, closer to that tricep. So place the triceps on the blocks. Take your hands into prayer and walk your knees back until you feel like you can start to descend the heart and the chest. And those fingers in prayer can press to the sky, or those thumbs can come to the back of the neck. And the goal is to open the chest, to feel supported, but to feel this edge, this limit of opening through the shoulders. Let your head descend. Couple long breaths. Try to soften your throat. We're not in child's pose. We're more in anahata, heart to earth. So the tail stays lifted, but the focus is on the upper body. Take two more breaths. Slowly come out. Woo, it might not be graceful. Mine is definitely not. Come to seated on your heels or on your block. If that's uncomfortable, sit on your butt. And then take your arms out and just shake them. Yeah, shake your hands, shake your elbows, do some little chicken wing dance. Notice this is so good to open the upper body, the heart. And then find one block. We're going to bring it between the palms of the hands, but we're not holding the block with the fingers. We're just going to press the hands into the block and try to move the fingers away from the block. So it's a full pressure with that hasta bandha, the hand lock. So press into the block, bring your arms out in front of you. Press a lot so you're having to engage your pecs, and then bring the block overhead. Exhale, bring the block to your knees. And the arms should stay straight. We're not holding the block with the fingers. We're just using a tight squeeze. Exhale to lower. Bring the core in. Inhale to expand. Follow your breath. Try to keep the arms straight. I'm having a little challenge with that, but maybe you are doing great. I'm sure you're doing great. Inhale, rise. Ooh, exhale down. Take 2 more. You can even do a little back bend. As the arms come up and straight, we squeeze the block. We open and we exhale, constrict. Last one. Engage your core. And down. Place the block down. And shake your arms. Woohoo! Shake, shake, shake. Shake all the arms, the hands, all of your arms, like you were Ganesh or Shiva. Shake them out. Stick out your tongue. Exhale through your mouth. Beautiful. Bring your arms up. Interlace your fingers. Point the thumb and the index finger to the sky. Squeeze those arms so that they're actually physically squeezing your skull. We're engaging, we're reaching. We have this mudra. The thumb and the pointer finger are extended and all the other fingers are locked in. The breath is breath of fire. In and out through the nose. The focus is on the exhale. So the focus is to squeeze the navel as you exhale. Pull the belly button to the spine. And then as you inhale, the expansion comes, but it's just passive. So we're not thinking of inhale, exhale, exhale. We're thinking of exhale, 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 plunging the body. Continue. If it gets hard, stop, take a regular breath, and then continue. We're almost there. We'll do a little bit longer. Inhale together. Retain the breath. Sip in a little fresh breath through your mouth. Hold. And exhale, release the breath, release the arms. Let the palms rest on the legs and just sit for a moment. Breath should feel expansive. Body should feel still. Two more breaths in and out through the nose, slow and steady. We expand our chest, we expand our back. Simultaneously feel your breath expanding in all directions. I could stay there all day, but we're going to continue. So release your blocks or however you're sitting and come to sitting on your butt with your legs extended wide. And you want to check that your sits bones are connected. You might have to reach and lift the fleshy part of your bum so you feel the connection of the sits bones. Legs are as wide as they can go. Once you start to feel resistance, you're probably there. Feet are in flexion, and we inhale, scoop the arms up. We turn the navel, turn the body towards the right leg, and keep your gaze, your drishti, your focus on your right foot as you bow. So this is going to keep the spine straight. Check that your gaze stays to your right big toe. Reach before we connect the hands. Keep reaching. Reach longer. 3. Get longer with the exhale. 2. And then hands to that right foot or right leg. Let the eyes close so the gaze goes within and we just fold and round into the right leg. Keep those yummy deep exhales to release any tension in the low back, in the legs. Take your gaze back to your right foot, reach long, and as you inhale, start to rise back up. We take it all the way to center with those arms wide. Bend your elbows for cactus elbows, and then squeeze the elbows and the forearms together. See if you can connect the palms, the forearms, and the elbows. Exhale, round your spine, bring your elbows to your navel. Inhale, take those fingertips to the sky. Keep pressing the elbows together. Look up. So it's an inhale, forward fold. Sorry, exhale, forward fold. And inhale, opening back bend. Take two more. Rounding as you exhale, squeeze elbows in. Inhale, open. But we keep trying to press those forearms together last round. Inhale, fingers to the sky, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Woo, center and open. Arms high. Keep reaching. Turn the navel to point to the left leg. Keep your gaze on your left toes and bow. We don't touch down. When we get to that full extension, as far as we can go, we reach through our arms and we breathe. Next time you exhale, release your hands to the leg. Soften into the leg. Close the eyes. Both feet stay turned on. Try not to let your right leg release or be forgot about. The toes are in flexion. We're engaging the front and we're bowing to the left. Breathe into your low back. Last big breath. Reach past your left toes. Inhale, coming up. Arms come up. Ooh, we sweep the hands down. We press the palms into the earth and the fingers point to the body, not away. That gives external rotation. We want internal rotation. So palms to the mat and then lean back enough that you can get your whole forearms to the mat. And you want to walk your elbows together so you're in a back bend. Your chest is lifted. And then when you're ready, engage through the inguinals and lift your legs. You can be resting your low back on your hands. Squeeze your legs together and then open. Exhale, squeeze. Open. Head can rest back or gaze can stay to the legs. We have 5, squeeze. 4, open a lot. 3, 2, and 1. Release the legs by bending the knees, feet to the mat, roll off of your arms. Woo! Sigh it out. Make sound, it's okay, no one can hear you. Let your feet be as wide as your mat, and then just start to sway the knees right to left. Right. Big exhale as the legs descend. Inhale through center. Exhale as the legs descend. You can even lift your toes, just rolling across the heel and the ball of the foot for 3. And 2. And 1. Bring it back to center. Walk your heels close to your bum so your feet are hips distance. We're going to take a bridge, and if you have a block, I invite you to do supported bridge. So you press into your feet, elevate your hips, slide the block on its medium level underneath your tailbone and the broadest part of your bum. So it's not in your low back. You want it to physically be the width of your bum, of your butt cheeks. And then you can walk your shoulders together to invite more of a chest opener. You can stay resting with feet rooted if this feels good. You can extend your legs out on the ground if you want a big back bend. Or if you want an inversion, you can also lift your legs. If you lift your legs, you might have to adjust the block, or maybe it's in the perfect alignment. And just listen to your body. I'm going for the inversion. It's a nice inversion with less muscular effort, but you still get to clear stagnation from the feet. If you're going for the back bend, breathe into your hips, your pelvis, and your psoas. We have 4 more breaths wherever you find yourself. Soften your throat. Soften your gaze. Start to soften your practice. So none of these variations are active. We're taking more of a supportive back bend. For 3 more breaths. Beautiful. Slowly bending the knees, allowing the feet to come back to the mat. Press away from the block so you can slide it out. Once your back touches the ground, it should feel delicious. Take the soles of your feet together and let your knees go open wide. Take the heels of your hands, the fleshy part of the base of your hands, and press them into your legs where they meet your pelvis, and press the legs away from the body. Take a belly breath, inflate your belly, and then release. Release the legs long and out to Shavasana, taking your feet wider than your yoga mat. Taking your arms wider than your body, finding your head directly at center. Release your tongue, your throat, your eyes. Release even your intention. So we created this intention, this energy charged around what we would like to see happen. And then we do all that work and all that magic, and then we let it go. We surrender it. If we hold on to it tightly, it may never have the room to blossom or manifest. So we actually let it go. We make magic, we do our spell, and then we turn it over to the universe. We trust, right? So that's the hard part, is letting go. Do your letting go here and now. Do it on a physical level. Do it on a spiritual level. And do it on a detachment level. We let go of all that is and slip into the corpse. Become still and quiet and be okay with the nothing. Rest and release until you hear my voice bringing you back. Om Asato Ma Satgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotir Gamaya Mricho Mahamritam Gamaya Om Asato Ma Satgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotir Gamaya Mricho Mahamritam Gamaya Om Asato Ma Satgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotir Gamaya Mricho Mahamritam Gamaya Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And as the sound of the singing bowl fades, start to bring your awareness back into your body. Feeling your breath charging and energizing your body for your day. Feeling the exhale, bring your awareness and condensing everything to midline. So remembering if you ever feel spent or overextended, take the focus to the exhale. Take the focus to that internal, that midline, that reflective dark energy. If you're feeling lethargy, if you're feeling depressed or too insular, where you're just stuck with yourself and stuck with your mind, we focus on the inhale, that expansion, that big, bright, beautiful auric field. And then when we're in balance, both are just as equally happening simultaneously. So come to seated if you're not already there. Thank you for practicing with me today. Thank you for showing up to take care of your body and to heal, because as we heal ourselves, we can heal all that we come in contact with. So inhale, we'll finish scooping arms up. We'll take the hands to the heart and we'll chant with one long Om. Let your voice carry. Inhale to chant. And we bow, we honor, we humble ourselves before the practice of yoga, the ancient teachings to align body, mind, and spirit. Namaste. Thank you for tuning in. If you liked your yoga today, you make sure to hit like on the video and maybe subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Lots of lovely practices each week. If you have the means, please donate through PayPal or Venmo. If you utilize these classes, then we love the reciprocity, the energy exchange. I'm putting energy out to you. And then how can you put energy back to me? You send me your money. Okay, I love you. Many blessings. Happy Friday and blessed full moon this weekend. I'll see you Monday for yin and gong.